Chapter 8. Kageyama, Kageyama, begin your match. Hwa-yeon tucked her hands together and placed them on her thighs, bowing over to the side of the net as the captain to Krasnow's captain. Nishinoya Yumi winked at her, both of them picking up their rackets and bowing to the referee. Normally, such a big fuss wasn't made out of tennis matches, especially not in a small town like Miyagi, but finals day was a big thing for any sport. Spectators had come from both schools and other affiliations at a neutral court outside the Sendai City Gymnasium. Unused to playing in front of so many people, Hwa-yeon flashed a nervous smile to the three girls on her team. Look, we've beaten Krasnow before, and we can do it again. Easy. Natsumi scoffed. We don't need you to tell us that. You've been spending all your days with them. Anyways, no need to continue being a fake. What? She gaped at the blonde, who simply tossed her hair and motioned for Hayashi and Hashimoto to follow her to the other courts. With 4 courts available to play on, the 4 singles games would come first, then 2 doubles, then another 4 singles. As the first player in her team, Hwa-yeon would be playing on court 1, with Natsumi on court 2. No, she refused to think about the blonde girl, her doubles partner, someone she'd considered herself to be close to for years, but repressing the urge to cry in front of so many people, Hwa-yeon clenched her fist around her racket, stalking to the baseline on the opposite side of the court from Yumi, the ace of her team, 2 of the best players from 2 multifaceted powerhouse sports schools. And yet, Hwa-yeon was undoubtedly stronger, to everyone's knowledge. Kageyama knew this, leaning over the rail of the stands and watching her carefully, but she was different to yesterday's girl, who had lain on the floor underneath him with so many thoughts in her eyes. She looked like someone who was about to cry. She looked like someone who was about to lose. Standing beside Sugawara, the younger setter gritted his teeth, coming to a decision and cupping his hands around his mouth. Hwa-yeon, fight! Whipping her head around, the hair-colored-haired girl smiled at the boy who had cheered for her as he'd promised, waving her hand as Yumi accepted a ball, bouncing it in preparation for one of her notorious serves. The Krasnow and Kageyama spectators alike quieted as the brunette tossed the ball up, slamming it in an ace of a serve. Hwa-yeon lunged for the ball, the ring of her racket just barely catching the serve she hadn't yet been prepared for, returning it too short for the surprised third year to get it before it bounced twice. Smiling as the Kageyama students cheered, Hwa-yeon tilted her head to look at Kageyama. Love, 15. Game, 6-3, Hwa-yeon, Kageyama. Hwa-yeon bowed to Yumi as they shook hands over the net. The brunette had certainly given her a fight, but in the end she hadn't been a match for the insane mass of raw talent and technique that was Hwa-yeon. Glancing over to the scoreboard, the hair-colored-haired girl took in the other results of the singles game. 1, 6-3, 2, 6-4, 3, 6-4, 4, 5-7. 3 sets was a good start to a match, but now came the hard bit. After working with the Krasnow girls and having those talks with Sugawara and Kageyama, she was ready to finally begin trusting her doubles partner. I'm going to win this match, she swore to herself, jogging back from the bench and over to her water bottle to court 1. Some of that confidence faded when she realized who she had to trust. I'm sorry, she said immediately, making Natsumi raise an eyebrow. Sumi, I'm really sorry, not just for spending time at Krasnow, but for never trusting you in doubles. Today, If it's your ball, it's your ball. I won't lose any points by chasing after something I can't get. Hwayeon waited for the blonde's response, but she just scoffed and turned away. Too little, too late. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but I won't let you trick me. A loud whistle blew, interrupting Hwayeon's taken aback response, which was probably for the better. Arguments before matches never ended well. Instead, she took the invitation to serve first, bouncing her ball to the ground and back up to her racket, remembering the feeling that had come with spiking in volleyball. When she was ready, she tossed the ball straight up, bringing her right arm and racket behind her in the same fluid motion as her left hand remained pointing at the sky. She jumped, dropping her left arm just in time to smash through the ball, immediately sinking into a ready position once she landed. The serve landed perfectly in the back corner of the service box, the Sawamura girl lunging for it but missing entirely. However, next point was when things began to go downhill. Another strong serve from Hwayeon, but this time Yumi got it back, accidentally sending the ball straight to Natsumi in the volley position. "Yours!" Hwayeon called, but Natsumi simply moved to the side, ignoring the ball and letting it drop to the ground, bouncing once, twice, 3 times. What? Hwayeon felt her eyes beginning to fill with tears as she squeezed the grip of her racket, coming to the realization that people would never want to play with her. Another serve, another return. This time she was prepared for her partner to ignore the ball, so she sprinted forwards, but the ball was too far. Tripping with the effort, Hwayeon felt herself fly down and forwards, still reaching for the ball with her racket, to touch it before it bounced. But she missed, and the sprint had been too much. Watching from the stands, Kageyama could not suppress his horror as Hwayeon tumbled to the ground and rolled with the impact, leaving a smear of blood behind on the court. Okay, you guys, one of the comments is fucking hilarious. I'm gonna read it. It's by Stacy's mom 69420. It says, "Motherfucker, I understand if you don't like me, but this is fine. Let's get your shit together." Like, honestly, and it says this comment may be offensive. This comment is not offensive, like, whatsoever. Like, what in the flip? It's so true, though. Like, get your shit together, not to me. Like, the fuck is your problem? Like, are you stupid? Do you want to lose? Like, work with me here, you know? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was shorter than the last one, but, you know, I understand what the author is going through. So, like, yeah. Stay tuned for part 9. I believe we only have, like, a few more parts left. I want to say, like, maybe 3, 4. So, yeah. Have a good night, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, whenever you are, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with chapter 9.